I've been trying to like look into this question of like how many GPUs does the US have compared to the rest of the world. And what we find is that the US has about 75% of total AI supercomputer performance. So 3/4 of all supercomputers by performance, like or by compute, are just in the US. And then we find about 15% in China, and then like 10% in the rest of the world. And like the EU is a large chunk of that. And like, there's a lot of caveats of this. I think that the first thing is that we only cover like 10 to 20% of all AI supercomputers. So we think there's like a lot of variation in this. So we could easily be off by like 5 percentage points or so. But I spent a decent amount of time trying to fact check this. And like one thing I did is I looked into the number of GPUs that different companies bought, and I looked into how many like of these do we cover. For example, Mark Zuckerberg announced last year that Meta was buying 350,000 H100s in 2024. And then I looked into our database and we have like roughly 150,000, I think. So we cover like a little bit less than half of all the GPUs for Meta. And then we do the same for Microsoft, Amazon, etc. And we find that roughly our coverage is between 10 and 20%.